Hi and welcome to the channel. Today I'm going to be showing you how you can create this future goals printable, exportable or sellable project in Word. So let's open a new document and my cursor's at the top here. I'm just going to press it a few times, then go to insert, click on the drop down and go to insert table, and the number of columns I'm going to choose is 3 and the number of rows is 12. And press OK. So here I've got my table, but you can see that the rows are quite narrow. So I'm going to click on the top left corner to select all of the cells, go up to table layout, go to height, select the height here, and I'm going to go to 0.9 and press enter. Now you can just about see that there is some blue shading at the top of each of these rows. Now that indicates where your text will go when you begin to type. I actually want my text to go to the center left. So I'm going to go up to this section here and go to center left here. If you can't see this bit, it's because you haven't got table layout selected. If you can't see table layout, it's because you haven't selected your table. So I'm just going to click at the top here. Now this is going to be the cells for our pictures, images or text. So I'm going to select this row, go up to height, and I'm just going to choose 3 centimeters and press enter. I'm going to leave a gap for the text, do it again for this row, select the height, press 3 and press enter, and once again miss out a row, go up to height, click 3 and press enter. Then I'm going to have a row here with text in it. So this time in this row here, I'm going to split the table. So select it and go to split table. You can see now I've created a gap. Then I'm going to have 4 rows and then another gap. So I'm going to select this row here because it splits above. Go to table layout and select split table. And you can see I've got another gap here. So my intention now is to select these cells here and to show you how you can customize them so that you can drag and drop an image so that it won't blow across your page. So select this row here, go to auto fit and select fix column width. Do the same with this row here. Click on the drop down, fix column width, and again with this row here, fix column width. Now if I go and find the file with my images in, you see I've got all my images here. I haven't gone to insert and picture because you have to select them individually and they'll go across your page. This way you can drag and drop. So let's take this image here, drag and drop. You can see it's entered perfectly into your table. It is over to the left, but that's because we've chosen that alignment. Here again, you can just drag and drop them in and they'll fit perfectly into your cells. You don't have to have images in these cells. You can have anything you like. Put text in there, you can put a cartoon in there, whatever works for you. But you can see the images at the moment a little offset. So let's just select this table, go to table layout and go over to center align. That will center align all of the images. If you want the images a little bit similar, for example, this is a square one, you have to fit it to the dimensions of your cell. This is a rectangle in landscape. So if you select the image, go to picture format, go to crop, then you can crop this image to be a little bit more rectangular. Press enter and then just grab the corner and then pull it out. And then it will center into your cell. Now you can see again, it's still got gaps at the side. It's not quite as long as the other ones. You can continue to crop as much as you like until it suits the look you're going for and the dimensions. And you can do that with all of your photographs. If you do a portrait one, it will obviously come up as a portrait. Similarly, if you just want to put some text in, we can just select the image. Let's just delete it. You can just pop some text in here if you want to, if that works for you. So the next thing we're going to do is just put in all of the different text we want at the bottom of these images just to inspire. So I'm just going to paste mine in. I'm sure you don't want to watch me type. So this is just simple typing, and you can see up here, this is my font and my font size. So if you want to get rid of a lot of the border lines around the outside, select the table, go to table design, go over to borders. First of all, we're just going to select no borders. Then we're just going to select the cells where we want the borders to go around. So for example, this text here, go up to borders and select outside border. Again, with this one, we'll do the same. It's already selected, so just click on it. And with this row here, and again, outside borders. And then just deselect and you can have a look at how it looks. Now you can see this image here is a little bit too big, so we can make it a little bit smaller so it doesn't quite protrude over those lines. Same with this one, just make it a little smaller. Once again, we can take these out and put some text in. So I'm going to select this image, delete it, and then just put some more text in there. So I'm just going to swap these images around. There we go. Great thing about having a table is when you do swap things around, they'll align themselves because obviously it's a table. If you want to give yourself a little bit more of a margin with these rows, then just select the table, right click, go to table properties, go to cell, go to options, and in cell margins at the moment you can see that we haven't got any margin at the top or bottom. So I can just uncheck that. And then I can give myself 0.1 centimeters at the top and bottom, click OK again, deselect, and you can see we've just given ourselves that little bit more space. Perfect. So once you've completed that, we're now onto the next section here. I'm going to select this next row, go to table layout, select merge, paste in your text or place in your text, and then once again, select your row, merge, and again here. Then I'm just going to enter in my numbers, and for this one I'm going to select it, go up to my borders again, so go up to table design, go to borders, take out all of the borders, then just select these last 3 rows, go back up to borders. I want the bottom border, the top border, and the inside horizontal borders, and you can see how that affects my table. Next, we're going to go to the bottom here and once again merge the top row, table layout, merge cells, paste in my text, merge this one, and then just press the return key to make this section as big or as small as you want. Again, I'm going to take out the borders, table design, take out the borders. I'm just going to select this cell and then just put the outside border around the outside, making that just a simple box. We're just going to move everything down now. Put the cursor at the top of your page and just move it down. You can see we've created a second page here if I just use my scroller. So in order to stop that from happening, we need to reduce our margins. So go over to your ruler. If you can't see your ruler, go to view and select ruler. Just hover between the white and grey section, your cursor will change, click and just pull down that margin, giving you a little bit of extra space. Then in the top here, I'm going to go to insert, WordArt, click on the WordArt, and I'm just going to insert my text. Just pull that out, there we go. Make sure it's perfectly centered by going to align, align to center. If I click inside and go to the Home tab, you can see this is the font I've used and the font size and bold. Just going to move that up a little bit. Perfect. Now to just put in some interesting lines, so go to Insert, Shapes, go to your line, click at the top of your page, hold down your Shift key so you get a perfectly vertical line. Then you can just move it with your arrow, deselect, then go to Insert again, Shapes, Line. Once again, go to the edge of your page, click, hold down the Shift key, and you'll have a perfectly horizontal line. Now you can leave it as is, although you might want to put a background in. Here you need to go to Insert, Shapes, click on the square, click and drag out a rectangle that will cover your entire page. Then make sure you're on shape format and go over to format pane. Go to the bucket and go to fill. You can just use a solid fill color if you want to. Go to color, select a color of your choice. Equally, you can go to gradient fill. I've selected a radial gradient, and from the direction I've used the center one. And here are my color choices. You click on one of the sliders, go to color, select a color, and then once again over here, select a color. I'll just pick red as a choice, and you can see how it will affect my gradient. And just click back to white. Then go to send backwards, send to back. You can see not everything is exposed, so in which case you need to go to wrap text, behind text. And there all of your images and text will be shown. Once you're finished, you can save this as a template, a Word document or a PDF file, completely up to you. To do so, just go up to File. You've got Save as a template here, or go to Save As. In the Word document, you've got PDF, or you've just got your regular Word document. If you cannot be bothered to do all this yourself, you can of course download it via the link in the description below. So I hope that's helped you today. If it has, please like and subscribe, and have a great day.